Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So WrestleMania is just around the corner and I thought it'd be fun to rank all the matches from my least favorite to favorite in terms of storyline build and also offer my predictions. Now, I'm going to be honest, this year's WrestleMania 41 hasn't been that exciting. I don't know, maybe just because last year's WrestleMania 40 was just an amazing build and the show itself was amazing all around. Anything else is a step going down. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure the matches itself are going to be great. The show, the spectacle is going to be amazing. Still, it'll be fun. But I'm talking about from a storyline build. I haven't been as excited as I was. Now we have 13 matches so far because the Randy Orton against Kevin Owens match got canceled because of Owens' injury. I'm pretty sure we'll have a 14th match with Randy Orton at the show, but it hasn't been announced yet as I'm recording this. I'm recording this on Sunday. So, but anything else, anything they throw in now is going to be in last place anyways, because there was no build for it. They're all just throwaway filler matches anyways. So with that, let's get into it. We have 13 matches. So in last place, I have the women's tag team title match. They're all great. They're great athletes. They're great wrestlers. They're going to put on a great show, but it's just been a throwaway last minute. We need to put an extra match here on the show. Bayley and Lyra just competed against each other. Like, why is the women's intercontinental champion wrestling for a tag team title? Why isn't the women's US champion even on the show? You just had these two new championships. They should put them on WrestleMania to make them feel like a big deal, but they're not even going to be defended on the show. So, and those two fought each other, and now they're tag teaming with each other. It's kind of like similar to Vince McMahon booking. Like, I'm surprised I haven't seen Cody Rhodes and John Cena tag team on Raw or SmackDown before they face each other at WrestleMania. That's kind of like the Vince McMahon booking. But for this, I feel like Liv and Raquel are going to retain the titles at WrestleMania. Next, kind of the same thing, and to be honest, I'm surprised that the Raw tag team titles are on WrestleMania, but not the SmackDown tag team titles, because those were more exciting, entertaining in the last few, like 6 months or so. Like, all the new tag teams are competing. The belts been trading hands. You would think they would put them on the main show itself, right? Not on the SmackDown before WrestleMania. So it's the War Raiders versus the New Day. I think the New Day will win the championship. To be honest, I actually always forget that the War Raiders are even the tag team champions, and I think it'd be nice to see the New Day have the titles again and maybe do something with Big E. We'll see. Next, we have Rey Mysterio against Grande Americano. I don't know why this match is even on WrestleMania. I don't think they were even feuding that much. I mean, Grande Americano only had 2 matches. I don't know why Chad Gable couldn't compete. I know he's been sick lately, but I just don't think it deserved to be on WrestleMania. He's only been on the show. He's only been on the main roster for like 2 weeks or something, and now all of a sudden he's in his WrestleMania match. There's a lot of wrestlers who've been around even longer, and they're not even on the show. So I've seen some work of Grande Americano, and he's very entertaining. So it's going to be a great match. But I do think, I have a feeling Grande Americano will win, but I have a feeling he's going to cheat. I don't know why. I feel like there's going to be some interference with the LWO and the Creed brothers. To be honest, I think they should have done some kind of like 3-way with Chad Gable maybe, or 6-on-6 or 4-on-4. I don't know. Put up maybe Andrade with the LWO and Chad Gable and the Creed brothers with Grande Americano. That would have been a better match. At least better build storyline-wise. Next we have, now this is surprisingly the match that I think is going to steal the show. Logan Paul against AJ Styles. But again, the build, like how I just think, what was it, 2 Raws maybe that they had some interactions and that's it. I didn't know there was that big of a heat between them. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I zoned out when it happened. I don't know. But in terms of match wise, it's going to be amazing. But storyline build, it's kind of the lower half of my interest. Next, we have LA Knight against Jacob Fatu. I would have thought Jacob Fatu and Solo would have had something at WrestleMania, But maybe I think Jacob Fatu is going to win the U.S. Championship, but I think something's going to happen with Solo. He'll maybe interfere. I don't know. Although unless Solo Sikoa has a match with Randy Orton, but maybe he'll do both. Maybe he'll interfere, somehow help Jacob Fatu win. I feel like LA Knight is I think he beat Shinsuke Nakamura just so he can drop the title to Jacob Fatu. That's what I think. Next we have the women's WWE Championship with Tiffany Stratton against Charlotte Flair. I was not excited for this match at all since the Royal Rumble, but I think in the last few weeks has gotten more heat, more interest. But I have a feeling Tiffany will retain this one. I mean, I don't like to talk about backstage news or anything that much, but I feel like there's a lot of heat on Charlotte with her promos and stuff going off script. I feel like they don't want to reward her. I don't know. I think Tiffany might win this one, might retain. And now we have the main event. Yep, I'm not that excited for the Cody Rhodes John Cena match. I think John Cena's heel turn at Elimination Chamber was the best thing I've seen in a long time. He was ruthless, him and The Rock, like that, the way he looked so pale, and like it's almost like, you know, he's an actor, so he was able to, his facial expression, like he looked like a zombie, like he sold his soul. You believed he sold his soul to The Rock, him and Travis Scott attacking Cody Rhodes like that. And then nothing. He was gone for like 2 weeks or so because he was filming a movie, and then all he did when he came back was whine and complain about the fans abusing him and how he's breaking up with the fan. All that crap nobody cares about. It had nothing to do with The Rock, nothing to do with why he's attacking Cody Rhodes like that. It just did not explain anything, and it just, while the match will be great and all, but it just, from a storyline perspective, it makes no sense. I don't understand it. It's the lamest heel turn ever. It wasn't planned right. I don't think, because I've seen that John Cena has more dates after WrestleMania, and I think the storyline will get better after WrestleMania, but it shouldn't have been before WrestleMania since he was not around much. And yeah, it's pretty lackluster, and I am not excited for that. And the sad thing is, the main event, the of WrestleMania, is what makes the rest of the show, like, it shows your interest in it. When the main event is not as exciting, not that interesting, nobody cares about the rest of the card. That's just a sad case. Last year's WrestleMania, they felt like part one with the tag team match, and then leading to the main event for night two. This is just, nobody cares that much. I have a feeling that John Cena will win the WWE Championship, although it does feel obvious, so I hope I'm wrong, but I think John Cena will win the 17th championship. Next, we have Jade Cargill against Naomi. This one has a great build, although the one thing I'll nitpick on is that I suspected Naomi had something to do with Jade Cargill's injury, but I would have liked to see it happen at the Royal Rumble, not Elimination Chamber, because Naomi and Bianca were the women's tag team champions. They were in the Royal Rumble at the same time. I would have loved to see Jade Cargill make a surprise entrance, come in, and thinking that the three of them are going to be like together in the ring. She attacks Naomi, eliminates her. Maybe they both get eliminated at the same time. I would have liked to see that, and then a heel Naomi with a face Bianca as tag team champions. I would have loved that more. This is what we have. This is why it's kind of down a bit, but I would have liked to see them maybe even do a triple threat match with the three of them. I don't know, but it's I like where it is on this ranking. I do think that Jade Cargill will win this match. Next, we have Damian Priest against Drew McIntyre. And, you know, for a match that people thought was a downgrade for Drew McIntyre, it's actually a lot more exciting. People are interested in. They've been building it every week, unlike the Cody Rhodes John Cena match. People actually care. There's nothing on the line, and people just are more invested in this storyline. WWE, Triple H invested in this storyline. They progressed it every week. And I do think Drew McIntyre will win this one. Next, we have the Gunther versus Jey Uso for the World Championship. And I think I think a lot of people were not into this, and the storyline was like up and down. But I do think it's gotten more interesting in the last few weeks. I think Gunther will retain his championship. I have a feeling Jey Uso is going to be like the Chad Gable of. I hope I'm wrong, by the way, but how Chad Gable looked like he was going to win the Intercontinental Champion, and then he just got lost in the shuffle. It went from Sami Zayn to Braun Breaker, and Chad Gable was no longer in that IC title picture. I have a feeling Jey Uso. Yeah, I have a feeling he's not. It looks like he's like so close, and he's just not going to win it. At least not yet. Maybe even like Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy was always that guy that was so close to winning the big one, but always kept delaying it, delaying it. I have a feeling with Jey Uso, it's going to be like that, unfortunately. Next, we have the four-way for the IC title. Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, Braun Breaker, and Penta. This one actually has had a lot of build. I've been excited for this on Raw. The storyline wise, the progression, even with like the Judgment Day dissension, I think Dominic Mysterio, and a lot of people have been saying this, I think Dominic Mysterio will win, but I don't think Braun Breaker will get pinned. I think he will somehow roll up, screw over Finn Balor or something, and that's how the Judgment Day will break up. But Dominic Mysterio for the win. Next, we have the triple threat match for the Women's World Championship between Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair. And that one I'm very excited for, actually. There's a lot of tension going on. I know a lot of people didn't like how Rhea Ripley just got back into the match. But whatever. It's still storyline is built, it's progression. It's been a long build to It's been a long gap between Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania, so they had to kind of like drag this storyline out a bit. But that's for like a lot of things. Who do I think will win? I think Io Sky is going to retain, and I think that's going to have a bigger feud between Rhea Ripley and Bianca. But I think they're gonna have their own. They're gonna be feuding without the title, and Io Sky will retain. That's my prediction. And finally, we have the triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. This is the match that I've been more excited for. I think this match deserves to be Night 2 main event. We actually care about this match since Royal Rumble, even since War Games when. It looked like CM Punk and Roman Reigns were going to have a match down the line. CM Punk and Seth Rollins have been feuding for a while. They had that great match on the Raw Netflix debut. There is something going on. I actually care about every single person. I don't even know who I want to win. I don't know who. Like, I'm rooting for all three of them to have a great match and put on a great show. Very, very excited for this match, actually. And that's why it's in first place. But who do I think will win? I feel like the odd person who doesn't. I think a lot of people think that either Roman Reigns or CM Punk will win this one. I think Seth Rollins is going to win because he's been doing he's been losing matches a lot. Like, he lost pretty much the program with CM Punk. I think Seth Rollins needs this match, needs to win this. So I'm going to give the win to Seth Rollins. Although personally, I guess I would like to see CM Punk win the big one since it's the main event, but I do think Seth Rollins will win. Well, that's it. That's my ranking for the WrestleMania card and my predictions. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me with my ranking, with my predictions. And if you want to see more content like this, please hit the like and subscribe button. And I have more wrestling content on this channel coming soon. Well, it's a wrestling channel now. So let me know what you like to see in terms of ranking or other wrestling videos, and I always like to take requests. And so I hope you like and subscribe, and I hope I get to see you on the next one.